Hello YouTube, I'm back at it again with another rant video, and it's gonna be about why Cowboy Bebop got cancelled. So I'm gonna have to explain the cast. You have John Cho as Spike Spiegel, Mustafa Shakir as Jet Black, and Daniela Pineda as Faye Valentine. And I definitely think this show was a disappointment, although I did not watch the show whatsoever. Like, there's only 10 episodes, and it clearly got cancelled. There's supposed to be more upcoming episodes, but Netflix refuses and decided to cancel the show. Reason being is a lot of fans did not like it. There was nothing that was appealing about the show. Like, they could not adapt to the characters. I kind of see it because John Cho is although he's a terrific actor, he played Harold and Harold and Kumar in the trilogy, but if you think about his age compared to Spike Spiegel, like Spike Spiegel's supposed to be a lot younger than John Cho right now. So if they found a younger actor who was more who had more experience in doing the role and could possibly sound it's almost similar as Spike Spiegel, who had a better approach, then maybe he could possibly replace John Cho. But the reason why they even chose him, because obviously he's a very popular actor, he's a celebrity, so especially if known by millions, there was a chance that the show would skyrocket. And the one thing I don't have a problem with the two other actors. I don't mind Jet Black being black, obviously, because we didn't really know what his race was entirely. He was literally gray in the animated series, and it's actually funny if you think about it, because his last name's Black, and he's bald. And I feel like it's not about really the skin tone, if anything. It's more of the facial appearance. It's more of how his face was detailed in the anime. You could kind of compare that they do in a way look alike. Just only difference is their change in skin tone. Faye Valentine, I'm not too sure about her. I don't know, maybe I was thinking yeah, she is sassy because of her attitude, but I don't know if she's as aggressive compared to the one in the animated series. Because when I look at this girl, she doesn't all seem all that serious. While Faye was like, they're all bounty hunters. They're all doing it for the money. They take their job seriously as bounty hunters, and you expect her and the thing is, she doesn't have the whole package, if you know what I mean, for the viewers who've seen the animated series of Cowboy Bebop. Because if you think about it, these guys are ruining a classic, just like Chris Tucker said in Rush Hour 2. They're ruining a classic, a legendary anime. They should have had Shinichiro Watanabe, the actor who originally did Cowboy Bebop, who directed the first original series when it was animated. And one, because I'm sure, just like Ichiro, Oda, he because these are Japanese directors we're talking about. Like, he would have made the show a lot better, because he's the one who created Cowboy Bebop, not the Michael Catelman, the one who stole his idea. Like, one, because I think he would take his time. He could have had a. I'm sure he would have kept the two other actors and the actress. But then he would decide he would have to replace Joshua, because although he's very popular, they have to find a young, soothing actor who fit the character really well. Who they need somebody to adapt to the role of Spike Spiegel, because on top of that, he's young, he has an afro, and personally, I'm sure he could kind of define what his race is. And it's not really about race at this point. It's more about the character development and how they choose to progress with the actor, and if they follow every single task in becoming that character and being able to show that they are capable of playing the role. Well, in this case, this show just seemed rushed, in my opinion. Like, it just didn't seem really planned out. That's why if you check Rotten Tomatoes right now, has the ratings are poor by critics. It's rated 46/56, and they did not approve. And that's why it went downhill, because it just seemed rushed, honestly. They could have done more. And then you only see, especially Edward, What a shame. Like, I did see a picture. She did look. She didn't. She although it kind of they're trying too hard to make it look a lot like her. She's this one seemed a lot goofier. I know that she only appears in the last episode, so there were obviously it was just that was a disaster. Like that shows if they're gonna cancel and then you only see Edward in the last episode, that means that show really did fail. Like they could have done more. Honestly, they could have and like they could have added a better, like not a better, yeah, of course a better cast, but like they could have had some new faces. Honestly, that could probably possibly do a better Spike Spiegel. Um, I'm sure the villains did a lot better in their roles. Like the show was bound to fail because this. I think this is what we've been listening throughout the past, is that people try to recreate animated series and make them into live action. They try to recreate them. They try to recreate anime shows and make them into live action, and they are bound to fail because like we're talking, and I'm not talking about making it because the thing is it's really hard to compare a person in reality to an anime character. Not only that, also you have people that are stealing someone else. So they may not be stealing their animated like work, their paper. They might not be taking the work from them, but they're taking their ideas and trying to make it into their own. And that's the issue. They're trying to take someone else's work and then trying to make it into their own, but they have no clue how to um, how to inspire the audience, how to really get their interest, how to really because they don't understand their audience like they should. And it's not the actor's fault; it's really the director, in my opinion, because they don't know how they have to understand the audience, the viewers, want it for in order for them to expect to make a better series, a better show, even a movie, anything. And it was and these type of shit, and it's been going out throughout the past war. People try to make live actions where it's all based around original animated series, and they from there like it becomes heart wrenching. Honestly, it just makes you like want to go back and watch the old animated series and then forget about the live action. And that's what a lot of people are doing because like they know it's just bound to fail, honestly. And it's really hard to explain like why they do. Obviously they want money. Obviously this show was not making was barely making enough money for it to even stay on Netflix. Plus I wish they could have added more detail, like because with Cowboy Bebop you have to add a lot of detail so that the director ensures that he's putting the correct scenarios so that he does not get confused, so people can understand that this is what's supposed to happen later. They have to include a foreshadow. This is the foreshadow of what's supposed to happen next. So for them to be impressed. And obviously this has to do with the viewers too, because I digress that this movie was not this show was not gonna really make it that far. It wasn't really gonna be is gonna go to my expectations. Like especially like it hasn't even been halfway through the show, honestly. Like, and there's supposed to be at least 3 encounters with Vicious. He only had one, and then you would think, oh, and then he's supposed to save the girl Elena, or whoever, like the girl, the blonde hair girl. But then you like from throughout Cowboy Bebop. I'm not gonna really give any spoilers because I don't want to ruin the animation because it was definitely a legend, and this here show is ruining a classic as always. So like because you kind of expect there to be it has to in order for this show to be a success, it has to relate to what's going on in the researchers, but at the same time you kind of have to have some innovation. You gotta implement some different scenarios. You kind of gotta fix the characters so that they know they aren't confused, and it's supposed to like show their personality as that character. On top of it, that's why I got canceled. I can't expect it because there people are saying like, although, and then plus on top of that, they even stole the opening too from the original series. So how was this any was this supposed to be any better than the original? If you're taking openings, they could have at least, if they really were gonna use the opening, at least try to edit and make it seem more unique. Because when I watched the opening, it looked way too similar to the first. Only difference was it was that it was showing the live action like scenes. of what's going on throughout the episodes, which is kind of spoiler alert. Um, not only that, it was just a sham, seriously. I wish I could approve, but honestly, I don't. And too bad we only saw Edward for one episode, and then we really weren't gonna get enough character development out of her since the show was canceled. The episode that Edward was in, and too bad because like there was supposedly you like more was to come from this show because someone was, I'm not gonna even say it, but you'll find out later if you do watch Cowboy Bebop. If and I recommend that you do watch the animated series. Like I do own the DVD also. It's also on Netflix as well if possible. Like and again, it is a shame also. Also, be sure to check my note. Be sure to check your notifications. I'll do more content later throughout the year. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.